Hi, today from Krakow in Poland, from the early former capital of Poland. Today we'll be talking about economics, about egoism and altruism, and what does it have to do with capitalism. See you in the next part. Hi again from Krakow. Behind me you can see the royal castle of Wawel, and today we'll be talking about why altruism isn't needed, what is egoism, what is altruism, how does it stick together, and why do I think altruism isn't needed in modern society. Before you start commenting without thinking twice about it, listen at first to my arguments, and then we'll be talking about this topic in the comments. What is egoism? Egoism is the action of maximizing your own well-being. This is egoism. What is altruism? Altruism is sacrificing your own being for the well-being of others. And you need to know everybody is an egoist. You are an egoist, I am an egoist, and everybody, because this is needed. The care for your own well-being is needed for survival. If you don't care for your own well-being, you will not eat, you will not drink, you will give away everything you have, your every asset, your food, your water, your drinks, and you will just starve to death. So you need to be egoist to survive. But of course there are social norms, there are political norms, ethical norms, which are telling you egoism is bad because you care only about your own well-being, you want to maximize your own well-being, and you should be altruistic. You should sacrifice yourself in order for the others, for their well-being, for the well-being of others. There is always this, so to say, attitude of being ethically better by promoting altruism. So people who say they are altruists, they are not egoists at all. They are just hypocrites. They are lying. They are liars. And they say, what if everybody would be an egoist? The world would get under because everybody would be caring about their own well-being, and there will be weak people who are not taken care of, and the predators in the society will prey on the weaker members of the society, and this won't be just. This is not right. But on the other hand, you can ask the same question for altruism. What would happen if everybody was an altruist? And the answer is, first of all, everybody would sacrifice their own well-being. So everybody will lower their well-being. But the second part is for the well-being of others. And the question is, how do you know what is good for the others? You don't know. You can't know what is good for the others. And there were many trials, many attempts to maximize the well-being of others, socialism and communism, and we know the results. The results are suboptimal because people who think they know what is better for others, they just don't know it, right? And they provide suboptimal results. And this norm to judge an action or an ethical norm by the question what would happen if everybody would be doing that is called a categorical imperative, which was invented by Kant, saying you should act in such a way that you would want everybody to act the same way. And now you can ask yourself, does egoism satisfy the norm of a categorical imperative? And the answer is not really. No, the altruists are right. On the other hand, altruism also doesn't satisfy this norm of categorical imperative. So what to do? And there is this conflict because between egoism and altruism. I have been an egoist all through my life, and I was trying somehow to suppress it, or maybe to avoid talking about that, fearing of condemnation, of social, ethical condemnation, whatever. But then I found this solution to alleviate the conflict between egoism and altruism. And in consequence, altruism isn't needed at all, because if you add free exchange, voluntary exchange to egoism, you will get a system that satisfies this categorical imperative. Free exchange is a voluntary exchange between two people. So I, let's say, buy something from you. It means the money I pay to you for me is less worth than the goods I receive or the services that I receive. On the other hand, for you, the money is more worth than the services or the products you give to me in exchange. And this way, both of us get a better result after the exchange. So both of us increase our well-being through the means of the exchange. Interesting thing is we both act egoistically on egoistic reasons. Nevertheless, we improve our own well-being and the well-being of the exchange partner by the means of exchange, or of this free exchange. And now you can see with that solution, egoism plus free exchange, we are getting a perfect system, a system that satisfies the criterion of categorical imperative. And if I am an egoist and supporter of free exchange, I would like everybody to be egoists and supporters of free exchange, because then everybody would maximize their own well-being and also increase the well-being of others. And this way we come to the conclusion that altruism is outdated. It's not needed anymore in a system of in an egoistic system with a free exchange without violence, of course, because with violence it's not free exchange anymore, right? It's like forced exchange. And note one thing, this egoism with free exchange, it's actually the kernel of capitalism. So capitalistic system is a system that satisfies this criterion that makes altruism unnecessary and outdated. And I hope you like this video. If yes, give me a thumb up. If not, thumb down. I invite you to comments. What do you think about that? What's your opinion? What's your experience? Subscribe this video. Or share it with your loved ones. One day they will thank you for that. I talk here a lot about economy, about capitalism, about money, about doing great impossible things in life and business. I talk here about the best entrepreneurs in our world, about self-made billionaires. So if you like this video, you will certainly like my other videos. I invite you to watch them. That's it for today. I wish you a fantastic day. Let's do something extraordinary today.